people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right?
Why not?
It's only ABC. Well, a few of you would. Let me tell you, you should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us, I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much.
Jump over to the Middle East for a moment because Donald Trump is in Saudi Arabia right now. He landed just in the last couple hours. There's a lot of things happening. This is all to the backdrop of that last American hostage being released, Eden Alexander from New Jersey. But now we've got some info on where we're at and everything else. Quote from Fox News, Qatar's royal family offered to donate a jumbo jet to the Department of Defense that could serve as Air Force One, but a White House official said the offer has not been accepted, Fox News has learned. Earlier Sunday, ABC News reported that President Trump was poised to accept the $400 million Boeing 747-8 jumbo jet and would use it until the end of his term when it would be given to his presidential library. Trump is believed to be frustrated with Boeing's delays in producing a new presidential plane. A White House official told Fox News the gift will not be presented or accepted when Trump visits Doha this week. But the White House stopped short of denying altogether that Trump may take possession of the plane at some point. Okay. So there's a bunch of things to talk about here. So Qatar, first off, Qatar is a tiny little country that basically has nothing but money via oil. It has a huge American military base right there. And if it didn't have that base, would basically just be nothing. Now, Qatar also, we know for the first couple years of this post-October 7th war, was housing the leadership of Hamas, which are several of them are billionaires, and they were staying in five-star hotels. Eventually, they've been kicked out, and now they're over at Turkey, which is a NATO ally, which makes no sense. Qatar has also funded Al Jazeera, which has spread anti-Western propaganda all over the country, including the United States. It's really not a great country. Now, as to the gift of the plane, there's some questions as to whether they're going to do it. It's not to be clear, it's not a gift to Donald Trump himself. It would be a gift to America. You could argue in the same way that, say, the Statue of Liberty was a gift from France. And after being on the plane for a couple of years, it would go to the potential Trump museum, right? Presidents all get their presidential museum after. Now, if it was a gift to Trump, there'd be some feelings of quid pro quo and everything. Anyway, it all feels kind of dirty, right? Like if any country was just like, oh, we're going to give you a $400 million plane. Now, Boeing has huge problems. It's taking Boeing in America, it's taking them decades to build planes at this point. There's a huge cluster over there for sure. But you just do have to think about it this way. Like, is it optics-wise, if nothing else, is this a good idea? Now, I would also say that relative to everything going on in the Middle East right now, Trump is trying to make major moves here. So maybe he's doing a little good cop, bad cop with all of these. I don't want to judge it too much right now. It feels like a misstep, but I do want to give a little grace here because he's in Saudi Arabia right now. He just got an American hostage back. Maybe he's trying to close other deals and he's trying to change what the Middle East looks like, which, by the way, he did. Remember the Abraham Accords from the first time he was around. So I think he gets a little bit of grace here. Here he is saying that the jet from Qatar was a great gesture.
On Qatar, has Qatar asked for anything in exchange for that $400 million luxury jumbo jet? And how can the American people be so sure that they will not in the future?
Well, I think what happens with the plane is that, we're very disappointed that it's taking Boeing so long to build a new Air Force One. We have an Air Force One that's 40 years old. And if you take a look at that compared to the new plane of the equivalent, stature at the time, it's not even the same ballgame. You look at some of the Arab countries and the planes they have parked alongside of the United States of America plane. It's like from a different planet.
Mr. President, what do you say to people who view that luxury jet as a personal gift to you? Why not leave it behind?
You're ABC fake news, right?
Why not?
It's only ABC. Well, a few of you would. Let me tell you, you should be embarrassed asking that question. They're giving us a free jet. I could say, no, don't give us, I want to pay you $1 billion or 400 million or whatever it is. Or I could say, thank you very much. There was an old golfer named Sam Snead. Did you ever hear him? He won 82 tournaments. He was a great golfer. And he had a motto: when they give you a putt, you say, thank you very much. You pick up your ball and you walk to the next hole. A lot of people are stupid. They say, no, I insist on putting it. And then they putt it and they miss it. And their partner gets angry at them. You know what? Remember that, Sam Snead. When they give you a putt, you pick it up and you walk to the next hole and you say, thank you very much.
Respectfully, sir, as a businessman, And some
far
people
can
may
Mr.
look at this and
President-
say, have you ever been given a gift worth millions of dollars and then not received
It's
anything?
not a gift to
else?
me, it's a gift to the Department of Defense, and you should know better, because you've been embarrassed enough, and so has your network. Your network is a disaster. ABC is a disaster.
Okay, so look, part of the question here is, do you think Donald Trump can be bought at this point, right? Like, are the Qataris basically like, we'll give him a jet and then he'll do stuff for us? That kind of seems unlikely, but is it possible they're doing a gesture because they realize that Donald Trump is reordering the Middle East right now, right? Countries are lining up against Iran. Hezbollah doesn't exist anymore. We just took out the Houthis in Yemen. Like the Israel-Hamas thing is going to resolve itself at some point. Could the Abraham Accords be expanded? Could Saudi Arabia get in there? Well, Donald Trump's in Saudi Arabia right now. So I don't know exactly what to make of this. I just think everyone should just like calm down the hysteria for a moment. And I also think what he said there at the end is kind of right. It's like, we are having a hell of a time building planes, Boeing building planes. And it's like, if somebody's going to give us a plane, now, could it have spyware on it? Hillsdale College is offering 40 free online courses, and they're some of the best out there. You can dive deep into the Constitution, explore the rise and fall of the Roman Republic, or study the book of Genesis, all at no cost. But if you take just one, I recommend Marxism, Socialism, and Communism. This brand new course features 6 powerful episodes where Hillsdale professors unpack Marx's life, his writings, and the horrors of communism in the Soviet Union and China. You'll also see how Marxist ideas are showing up in American politics today. Start Marxism, Socialism, and Communism today for free at hillsdale.edu/Dave. That's hillsdale.edu/Dave. And yes, it's completely free.